Is Pioneer dead? Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of me just talking about stuff. And this week, I just kind of want to talk about the state of Pioneer. So as you're all most likely aware of, there was a pretty substantial banned and restricted announcement this week, and Wizards made some pretty awesome changes to Modern, Historic, and not Pioneer? So all they did was unban Oath of Nissa, which was banned very early on in the format because the Mono Green Devotion deck was just so overwhelmingly the best deck in the format. And by removing that as well as Once Upon a Time, it made it a little less consistent. And then soon enough, I mean, who's playing Mono Green Devotion anymore? I want to, trust me. As soon as Pioneer was announced, I was just like, I can play Mono Green Devotion again. Let's go. But soon enough, that was not the case. Basically, Pioneer, when it was announced, made me so deeply excited because it was basically a format of my history with Magic. I got really into Magic during the Return to Ravnica block, and the idea that all of these cards that I have accumulated over the past 7-8 years are now valid again. I mean, I was the person shoving Siege Rhinos in Modern decks up to like last year. I mean, there was that, 1 week where it was, but yeah. But this block of cards was everything to me. I mean, it was cards, I knew all of these cards. It's not like when I watch a vintage tournament and I'm just like, what does this card do? What does this card do? I wasn't there 25 years ago. I don't know. But for Pioneer, I knew everything. I was along for the whole ride, and I was just like, let's go. And it was super fun. The first pre-Pro Tour Pioneer chunk of time was amazing. Some of the best FNM. I was playing White Weenies. I was playing Abzan, Siege Rhino stuff. I was just throwing crap. I played like a Selesnya mid-range deck in FNM. I have some videos of that, and it was super fun, and it was okay. And then, of course, the pros got to the format, and Dimir Inverter became a thing, and Lotus combo became a thing, and Heliod combo also became a thing, but no one hates that deck as much, so I guess we'll just keep it for now. But I think the real problem is it just became very stale, and the small changes they made to the format didn't really make it good again. And lately they just haven't done anything. They haven't announced any tournaments. They haven't announced any just real changes. Oath of Nissa being unbanned? I mean, that's one deck that might be good again. Indomi Raman's a deck I very much would like to play. I love Mono Green Devotion, but is that really gonna shift the scales enough? Is Dimir Inverter still not just gonna kill all your Llanowar elves? Is it still not just gonna combo you out? It's going to. That's just a fact. I do not know how to fix the Pioneer metagame without banning like Inverter and Lotus Breach and like, I don't know, Walking Ballista, but I love that card, so don't ban it. But that's the case for everything. Everybody loves every card, and it's just a weird place to be. Now, I think the biggest hit to Pioneer is COVID-19. The fact that you can't go to your local game store, you can't play Pioneer for FNM, is a really big problem for the format. I know me personally, I interacted with Pioneer almost exclusively in paper. It was the only format really. I have a bunch of Modern decks. That was my paper format of choice until Pioneer came out, and then I kind of shifted over to Pioneer. And other than the occasional video for this YouTube channel, that was my main way of interacting with the format, and I looked forward to it every week. I love playing Pioneer FNMs, and I think a lot of people who amassed their collections around the same time I did interacted in a similar way. I mean, these are all cards that these people had in their collections. They all had the old good cards from Standard and stuff. They just wanted to play with them again. And I think that was Pioneer's biggest strength as a format where the new age of Magic kind of could come together and play. I say new age of Magic because I know right around the time I got into Magic was a time a lot of people got into Magic, and it was kind of like another big uptick in players, and a lot of people have those cards. Now, I think once things hopefully someday in the future go back to normal and we can all hang out again, the Gathering part of Magic the Gathering can happen again, I think Pioneer will probably start to show up again. That's at least what I'm hoping. I know I'm excited to play my deck. It's just sitting in a deck box behind me somewhere. Just every once in a while, you take it out and you shuffle cards and you're like, oh man, I miss I miss using these cards. So other than the lack of being able to play with people, other people online have been saying that Wizards has kind of just been like, Pioneer, Historic's the new thing. People are playing Arena. We want to support Arena. We want people to only play Arena. And I understand that completely. It's their new baby. It's something people can do while locked in their homes when they can't go anywhere. It's a way to interact with the game of Magic remotely for everyone, and it's free to play, and it's great, and I love Magic Arena. I am the Arena guy on this channel. I play almost exclusively Arena now, but I don't think Historic is really going to take over for Pioneer. I think digitally, of course. But in paper, I don't think so, because if you look at the card list, Historic has cards that go back to like Legacy and Vintage, and those cards are insanely expensive. And I think to make Historic like a paper format, it's just expensive again. And all these people who bought into Pioneer, like me, I bought a bunch of cards that are really good in Pioneer. And I mean, I guess they'd be good in Historic if they eventually make their way into Historic, but I don't think Eldritch Moon is being printed anytime soon. I don't know when Kaladesh is going to be reintroduced. I know Wizards has said that Pioneer is going to make its way to Arena, and I think if that happens, the format, of course, is going to have an uptick in popularity again. But will it be better than Historic? I don't know. But what I do know is that I have several Pioneer decks built sitting behind me, and I very much would like to play with them. So as you know, I'm not a tournament grinder. I'm just a guy who likes playing FNM, who likes playing Magic in his free time when he can, and making videos about Magic when I can. It is my favorite game. I love everything about it, and Pioneer was, for a hot minute, my absolute favorite way to play Magic. And I hope Wizards supports it, and I hope to be able to play it in paper again. I would love to know what you guys think about the format. If you guys think Wizards has just kind of abandoned it for Historic, if you think once we're all able to go out and shake hands again, if Pioneer will be saved, or if Pioneer is just extended. It's just a format people are going to forget. So thank you guys so much for watching, listening to me rant. If you like the channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, hit that like button and stick around for all kinds of content. Jumpstart is coming out this week, so you bet I'm going to have a bunch of Historic decks to play around with. And I'm very excited. Elves is going to be popping off, so look out for that. And thank you guys for stopping by.